This is Gordon. See, about 30 years ago, Gordon develops this abrupt and lifelong fascination with solar energy. He ends up being the first guy in town to install solar on his roof, and like 12th in the whole country, which is of note because Gordon is from Edmonton, Alberta, the gateway to Canada's oil industry. 30 years later, Gordon is the nucleus of a growing community looking to take solar mainstream in a place that few people associate with long, sunny days. We're going to talk to Gordon about his vision of a solar future on this episode of Renewable.
My name is Gordon Howell, and I've been involved with solar energy since 1977. I didn't know anything about solar electricity at the time. Really. Who was there to learn from? In June 1994, Edmonton Power called me up out of the blue, and they were wanting to understand this technology. They asked me if I knew anything about it. I said, sure, I'm monitoring the performance of 14 systems across the country. And I said, well, I've always wanted to put a solar electric system on the roof of my house so that I could live and work with the technology I was consulting in.
So Gordon has funding for his first household solar array. And though it's more expensive and less advanced than the tech that you can get today, it's made up of essentially the same parts. Which raises the question, what exactly is Gordon strapping onto his and other people's roofs?
A household solar electric system consists of a number of components: the array of solar modules, the racking system, and the inverter.
The solar modules that sit on your roof, the rack that they sit on, and the inverter that turns what the solar modules produce into usable power. But the thing that's really interesting about modern household solar, the kind that Gordon is evangelizing, isn't just that you're powering your own home. It's that you're basically becoming a little power plant providing power to all your neighbors, which is a very neighborly thing to do, even though you're technically making money doing it.
When you have a solar electric system on your house, it's really fascinating because there's this dance that happens between your house and the grid all the time. So at night, you're using electricity from the grid. In the daytime, you're generating your own, and if it's a bright sunny day, you're sending excess to the grid. So there's this dance that happens. There's this back and fro all the time. So your meter gives the electricity company two numbers. One is used to give you a credit on your bill, and the other one is used to give you a charge on your bill. There's no controls, there's no noise. You don't have to turn switches, you don't hear anything. The electricity just goes where it goes.
We then asked Gordon how a person without 30 plus years of experience and an engineering degree could get household solar.
If somebody is looking to get a solar electric system in their house, the really important thing to do is to get connected to the industry. Get a year's worth of electricity bills together, add up all the kilowatt hours of energy that you use over the year, and make sure you have that number when you go and talk to somebody in the solar industry, because that's the first thing they'll want to know. Then they'll want to know your address so they can look up on the internet, see what your house is like, get an idea of your roof, give you a quote for the system, get all the equipment together, design it, and put it on your roof or your wall or your backyard or trellis or wherever you want it. On the ground, an architectural feature, lots of places you can put it. Anywhere there's exposure to the sun, you can put a solar electric system.
Grab your power bill, don't forget your address, and just reach out to someone in the community. We wrapped up with Gordon on the roof, where they're testing how to make solar work better in a place that snows quite a bit. And we asked him, in the last 30 years, how far has household solar come? And where does he think it's going next?
When I put the solar electric system on my own house in 1995, it cost about $40,000 to do. And now we can do the same thing for about $9,000. It's really fascinating what's happening with solar these days. It's growing tremendously. Since 2009, it's been growing at about 95% a year. It's on its way to becoming ubiquitous in life, where it will be second nature for everybody to put a solar electric system on their roof. We'll see it on houses, we'll see it on buildings. It's becoming ubiquitous in life, for good reason, because sunshine is ubiquitous in life too. Solar energy is not snake oil, and it's not a panacea. It's just a technology that generates clean electricity.
On this season of Renewable, we're going to look at engineers and entrepreneurs, tinkerers, hackers, and really just everyday people who are imagining a clean, sustainable future right in the heart of Canada's fossil fuel industry. Follow us on Twitter at GreenYeg to find out when new episodes are coming out, and don't forget to subscribe. Thanks for watching, and we hope to have you back for the next episode of Renewable.